Well, the top two, of course, can't afford too many slip-ups considering the form Reading have been in lately. In fact, last week, believe it or not, their striker Noel Hunt tweeted that his club weren't receiving the media attention they deserved. Well, with the Royals winning the last 7 and about to get new ownership, what better time to pay a visit to the Medeski Stadium with Leicester City in town? And as Clem found out, there are some uncanny parallels with last season.
It's almost a carbon copy of last season for Reading. In August, they sold their best player Shane Long, just as they did 12 months earlier with Gylfi Sigurdsson. They again spent the first part of the campaign treading water. And then, just as the championship heads towards its conclusion, they've put together another winning run to rival last year's 8 in a row. The bit they won't want to repeat is the pain of losing the Championship playoff final, as they did to Swansea City last May. Do you ever think back to Jem Karachan hitting the post? Do you ever think back to Gary Monk's block on Noel Hunt and just wonder what might have been?
Only every day.
Do you? Seriously, you still think about it?
I think about it, yeah. Actually, a couple of weeks ago, I watched the first 15 minutes of the second half. I think we got back to 3-2, and then Jem's chance and the one where it hit the post and it come back to Noel. So I watched that the other day for the first time.
Didn't even want to go on holiday, you know. It was just normally you get to the end of the season and you're looking forward to a break, and I just didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to come out the house, and you know, it was very tough.
You have to be careful what you wish for, OK? Did you not tweet the Football League show wasn't featuring you enough this season? Is this true?
Oh, I mentioned it.
You mentioned it. So it's your fault you have to look at my big ugly face today.
Must have won 7 on the belt, secure it.
You got it.
Secure it, are you?
Thanks very much indeed.
You alright, mate?
Yeah, nice to see you. You alright?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Are you settling in OK?
Yeah, fine.
Good. Jason, it's like you're going on holiday, mate.
Yeah, you should see me half an hour, I'm all like that. 3 press-ups and then...
Reading have been in uncharted territory this season when Wolves came knocking for their highly rated manager last month. He turned them down and instead signed a new deal until 2015. How close did they come to losing the plan?
That's a tough question. This club means such a lot to me. It really does. We've got fantastic support. I've got players that I've bought in January, players that have been here a long time with me, staff that have been here a long time with me as well. You know, I'm really committed to this football club.
With Anton Zingarevic's £40 million purchase of a majority shareholding in the club expected to go through in the next few weeks.
Anton, individually, I think is a very nice young man and particularly fanatical about football and so on, knows an awful lot about the game, and a very, very nice young gentleman. So, you know, all things being equal, it should go forward, but you're never sure until the deal is done, and the deal is not done as I speak.
I've worked with Sir John Medeski for the last 11 years, and what he's done for this club has been phenomenal. All in all, I'm delighted to have signed a new contract, and this is a fantastic environment, and long may that continue.
The first half at the Medeski could have been called the siege of the city of Leicester. Here's examples. First, Noel Hunt, denied by Kasper Schmeichel, then Michaeli Ledgerwood, denied by Wes Morgan, and Hal Robson-Kanu, denied by Sean St Ledger. All that was missing was a cauldron of boiling oil as the siege continued, with Alex Pearce's header repelled by Schmeichel and Richie Wellens. But eventually the castle walls were breached thanks to a cannonball from Ledgerwood. It was only his second goal of the season, and Reading looked like they were heading for their 8th league win in a row. But after the break, Leicester regrouped and improved greatly. David Nugent had the best of their chances, although Adam Federici was left untroubled in the home goal. But can anyone have experienced a more successful start to a new club career than Jason Roberts? Since signing from Blackburn, he'd scored 3 and won all 7 of the matches he played in. And here he was with goal number 4, Noel Hunt with the cross. Roberts was taken off in the 84th minute, but such is his Midas touch that even people who replace him score for Reading. Simon Church converted another Hunt cross to wrap up a deserved victory and further improve their chances of promotion. In added time, Neil Dans gave the travelling Leicester fans some cheer, but the story was all about Reading again, and they're now only behind West Ham, who are second, on goal difference.
You've been in and around promotion teams before. Has this team got the characteristics those fans are singing we're going up?
I believe we do. I think we've got the resilience, I think we've got the defence, we've got some good players in the team, but you know, we'll just keep rolling on, looking at each game as it comes. It's some good team this division, but I think we've got the quality to do something special.
Brian, this is the moment when I say congratulations, you've won 8 in a row, your fans are screaming we're going to get promoted, and you say we'll just keep taking one game at a time.
You don't need me, I might as well walk off.
Yeah, well on to Reading. 8 wins in a row now for them. I should think Noel Hunt would be a happier man now that we're talking about the Royals. Well, they were under the radar, but now people are suddenly starting to take notice of them.
And so they should, because Brian McDermott's done a fantastic job. Great to see that he's stayed and wants to see it through, as he should do. But they've got some good players there, some top quality players. Federici's got a player at the moment who's been outstanding. You know, I know they talked about goals, and Jason Roberts gone there, made an immediate impact. And they've got players like Michaela Ledgerwood who come up with goals like this as well. And that just shows how confident they are. You know, he's a defensive midfield player, really.
It's only his second of the season.
Well, it's as good as any I've seen this year. And you know, Noel Hunt up front. You know, I think Jason's brought out the best in him because
he's almost a talisman.
Yeah, he certainly is. They've got a real partnership going. Great little run by Jason. You know, still got the movement there, and Noel sees a run and sticks it on the plate for him.
As for Leicester, 9 points off the playoffs. Come on, what do you think? Have they left themselves too much to do now?
I think they should forget about getting in the playoffs. If they do get in it, great, but I think they just should allow Nigel Pearson to get on with the job. Don't look for quick fixes. Allow him to get on with the job of building a side that will be capable of challenging next year. If they do get in the playoffs this year, then great. But if not, just carry on and build properly for next season.